And India has warned the World Trade Organization that it is considering imposing retaliatory tariffs on certain steel and aluminum products imported from the US. India said that the move aims to counter the Trump administration's imposition of 25% levies on Indian imports. Manisha standing by with more. Manisha, what does this mean now, the threat of India imposing retaliatory tariffs on US steel and aluminum?
Well, yes, India has approached the World Trade Organization, and this is proposing to impose retaliatory tariffs on the tariffs from US on steel and aluminum. Well, this is expected to impact products worth $7.6 billion and a duty collection estimated at $1.91 billion as well. India has said, and it has said that it's keeping the options open when it comes to reviewing the list of products as well as adjusting rates as well. India also maintains that the measures taken by the US are not consistent with GATT. Also, India argues that the tariffs that have been put on India steel and aluminum do not augur well and actually impact the industry in Indian markets itself. So when it comes to steel, well, India's steel industry has less dependent on the US markets there. When you look at the numbers 2023-24, US imported 0.1 million tons of steel from India, and this is out of nearly 145 million tons of steel that India produces. So that impact is not expected to be so much. But aluminum really is the major point here. US is the largest importer of aluminum in the world. US is the second largest international market for the Indian aluminum products, and India is also the second largest producer of aluminum in the international markets. So there are various important metrics coming in here. Now, when you look at the numbers as well, Indian export of aluminum products to US in 16-17 were at $350 million, which has increased to nearly $946 million US in the year 2023-24. In some years in between, we've seen $1 billion also being crossing in sense of numbers there. So this is where the pain point really is. And it's not just India. Canada and European Union also have complained to the WTO when it comes to tariffs on US steel and aluminum there. Now, this comes in at an interesting point because US and India are negotiating bilateral trade. There also are reports on how the Indian team is going to US in the coming week to talk further about this. So this happening at this point in time, clearly, as I said, comes at a very, very interesting time.